Welcome to Slick On Demand Training, the place where you can learn something completely new or just refresh your memory on a certain topic. Today we're going to be talking all about booking basics, so everything to do with navigating the calendar, everything to do with adding, editing, deleting a booking, try saying that fast, creating time off, all that sort of thing. So when you first land in the calendar, this is exactly what you'll see. When you land, you will be able to see your calendar like this. You'll have the Today button in the top left-hand corner, the Week View button, the Print Diary button, which does what it says on the tin. You've then got your date in the middle. You've got Retail Sale, Add Booking, and Clients. Okay. You've got your menu, 3 lines, top left-hand corner. Very important thing to know. 3 lines, top left-hand corner gets you into your menu. Okay, now if I want to jump to a different date, I click on the date picker at the top. It then brings out the calendar and I can choose to skip to a different date. So let's say I want to go to the 31st of March. Click on 31st of March, nice and easy, bish bash bosh, I'm straight there on the 31st of March. If I then want to get back to today, I simply click on the Today button in the top left-hand corner and I jump straight back to today. Now, if I just want to skip to tomorrow and I can't be bothered to open the calendar, I've got these 2 little arrows here next to the date picker in the middle. If I click on the arrow to the right, it jumps me forward 1 day. If I click backwards, it jumps me back 1 day. Nice and easy. Now, let's say you've got a client who wants to rebook in 6 weeks' time. You can either do it through the checkout and rebook flow, or you can click on the calendar, click on 6 weeks, bish bash bosh, I'm taken straight there. Okay, very nice and easy. Again, if I want to get back to today, I simply click on today. Now, let's say that you want to look at your own week, your full week, which is very useful to do if you're looking at Slick on your phone. You simply click on the week button in the top left-hand corner and select your name. You will then be taken into your week, okay? You can either click on the calendar and jump to different weeks using that selection, or you can use the back and forth arrow to skip forward or backward a week. Okay, nice and easy. So then we can click on day view if we want to, and it will take us straight back to today. All right. Now, let's say you've got a team member that is off, or you have team members that have regular days off and they have a block out column. So they've got time off blocked out, which is this large grey block here. What you can do if you want to tidy up the calendar is hide anybody that has time off for the whole day. So if you go to week view, let me move my face out of the way, and then click hide non-working staff, and you will see that that will just shut down their column and it will keep it there in the background, but it will just hide it for a bit to clean up the calendar and make it a bit easier to deal with. All right. Now, you can see down the left-hand side, your times are listed in 15-minute increments. The solid time bar is on the hour. The dotted timeline is quarter past or quarter to the hour. Okay, and your red time bar, which goes all the way across the middle, tells you exactly what time it is. Now, if we want to make a booking, we can do this in one of 2 ways. The easiest is to simply click on the calendar. So let's say I want to go to Laura and I want to book in at 4 o'clock an appointment. So I click on 4 o'clock and I can then choose between creating an appointment or creating a block of time off. So for now, I'm going to click book appointment. What I do from here is I then type my client's name. Now, you can do this by name, phone number, or email address, and it will come up with the client, okay? So I'm going to click on the client. I can then choose from either these categories of services, or I can choose from their frequently booked services, okay? Now, you'll see as I open this section here, it tells me name of client, their birthday, patch test has expired, naughty. I've then got colour notes, and I've then got, I can either view their profile, or underneath I've got a little alert that says Pia Jackson has had a high no-show rate over the past 12 months. Might be advisable to take a deposit. So if you are ever booking a client that's had quite a few no-shows or cancellations, you will be alerted to take a deposit, which is very wise to do. So it tells you the date here. I can then click on frequently booked services. So I'm going to have a full head tint, please. And then I'm going to have a cut and blow dry. Now you'll see the booking is placed in the calendar here. It's sort of penciled in for the moment. What you need to do is click done. then it will bring you back into here, and that will give you the information on each of those services. If we don't want you to change anything, we just simply click Save Booking. Okay, you will get an alert saying, would you like to take a deposit from Pia Jackson, which, given the current situation, we want to make sure that we are taking as many deposits as we possibly can. If you've got online booking with deposits already on, that will be sorted. If you're making bookings in the calendar, particularly for colour clients, new clients, or clients that are a bit wobbly, take a deposit, and we'll come on to that in a second. So booking is in the diary. If I decide that I want to move the booking, I can simply click on the booking and drag it elsewhere, okay? And you will notice that there is a block of processing time, and that will be according to whatever is set up in your salon. So if your half head of highlights takes 45 minutes to process, it will give you 45 minutes processing time, okay? So that's how we make a booking and how we move a booking. Now, let's say we want to make a booking via the other way. So you've got add booking at the top. This brings you out into a slightly more basic booking flow, but I'll show you what I mean. So let's say I want to make a booking for Stephen, and Stephen always has a gents cut and style. Now, I've chosen my service, I've chosen my date, but what I need to do is select my stylist. I can give him Sophia, because Sophia does a wet cut. That's just the settings of our salon. So I'm going to book him in at 10 o'clock, okay? I can then choose if I want to. I can go into the afternoon, I can go into the evening, and I can click Save Booking, okay? So that's the other way of doing a booking, and there's Stephen at the top there. Now, let's say that we have created a booking, but actually Pia Jackson has very, very, very long hair, and she's going to cost more. So I want to edit the booking. So if I click on the booking, everything to do with the booking, click on the booking. Now in here, you've got various different buttons, okay? And they do what they say on the tin. But let's say for now, I want to edit this booking. So I click on edit, and I go into full head tint and cut and blow dry. So it's given me the services listed out here. Now I can edit the price or the duration. So because she's got such a lot of hair, I'm going to charge her £80 for a full head tint, and her cut and blow dry long hair is going to be £60, okay? And I can also change the timing. So if she needs a little bit more application time, I can simply click on application time and click plus or minus, and it will increase the booking. Then I can click Save Booking. You will see here that the old price is in brackets, the new price is listed. So you know when somebody's changed the price, that you will see what it was listed as and what it is now on the booking itself. Okay, so that's how you change timings and prices of a booking. Now, you will have noticed when I created a booking, it asked me to book a deposit or to take a deposit. Now, if you get that little pop-up that says take a deposit, you can click yes, and you'll get into this same flow. Or if you've put the booking in the diary, click on the booking, anything to do with the booking, click on the booking, and you have a button that says request deposit. Now, it will bring you up into this screen, which will automatically deduct half of the total price. So it will ask for half of deposit up front, half of the amount. You can do that, or you can choose a custom amount. So you might do £10. If it's a high ticket item, if it's a colour service, go for half. It's just so much easier because then the client knows what they're paying, you know what they're paying, half now, half later, much easier. You can then choose what you want them to pay as a deposit, and the client will receive the following text message, which is listed out here, which basically says, hello client name, so-and-so salon has requested a deposit of £10 to confirm your appointment on Thursday, blah, 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 blah. Please create a Slick account and pay the deposit via this link. That link that they get leads them to Stripe. Stripe is the payment provider that we have integrated with. They're one of the world's leading payment providers. It is safe, it's GDPR compliant, it's all of the things you need it to be. And what they will do is they will then receive a text message on their phone. They will put their details in, put their card details in, and pay the deposit, okay? And I will come back to that in a second. You may have noticed that the bookings have different icons in the top right-hand corner, and that tells you the status of the booking. So, green tick means either client has confirmed by text message. So you know when a client gets a text message reminder that says reply yes to confirm your booking. If they reply yes, you get a green tick in the corner of the booking. You can also confirm it manually by clicking on the booking. Anything to do with the booking, click on the booking. And there's a button that says confirm. If you click confirm, it will do exactly the same thing. If they reply to their text message, it will do that automatically. Again, you can see there is a new in the top of Steph test. This is a test salon, obviously, which basically means that that is a new client. So it's alerting you that's a new client, which again is very important because it means take a deposit. If you have requested a deposit, which is what we've just done just now, it will say DR, deposit requested. When a deposit has been paid, it will have the pound sign up here. Okay, that means deposit has been paid. And you can see when you click on the booking, it's green because deposit has been paid and it's a pound that's been paid via Slick. Okay. You also have the notes icon, which essentially means I've put a note on the booking, or clients put a note on the booking, which says, you can see here, can't wait to see you. Oh, lovely. There is at the top right-hand corner of your Slick screen a glossary, which gives you a breakdown of all of the icons. If a client books online, they can put their own note in. If you want to put a note in yourself that is listed specifically on that booking, you can do so. Again, click on the booking, click edit. And down here, you've got a booking note. So you can write, I don't know, likes a cup of tea, is always late, whatever you need to put there. All right. And that will then save to the booking and you'll get an icon in the top right-hand corner. Okay. As you can see, whenever you click on the booking, it will give you all the information that you need about the client and about the booking. This is the booking modal, all right? You've got client name at the top left. You've got their phone number. You can access their client profile. So if I click on view client profile, it will bring me up into their client profile, which gives you all the information you need on the client, on their past bookings, when their patch test was last done, what upcoming bookings they have, what they paid with last time, whether they bought a retail product, you name it, it's on there. Okay, and we'll come on to a bit more of that in a minute. You can also see the booking note. You can see when and how it was booked. If it was booked online, it would say booked online by such and such on such and such a date. You can delete it, you can confirm it, you can send the client a text message. If you're running late, click on that little icon, send them a message, say we're running 5 minutes late or whatever, okay? Very nice and easy to do. You've then got whether they've confirmed or unconfirmed. Sometimes if it's unconfirmed, what you might want to do is send them a text message or give them a ring and say, can you just confirm that you're coming? Particularly if they're wobblers. Underneath, you've then got date and time of booking, and you've got a little bit there that says view change history, which means if I move that booking, I'll show you what it looks like. If I move a booking over here, like that, it will then tell me that I've made that change. Okay, so I've moved it around and you can see when the last change was, which is quite useful. Then you've got full head of highlights, blow dry. So you've got all the services listed out and the prices. If I want to request that specific stylist for Steph for the blow dry, I can heart next to that service and it will remember that that stylist has been requested for that service. Underneath, you've then got the important buttons. So cancel, no-show, mark as arrived, do what they say on the tin, okay? Edit and reschedule, check out and rebook. So let's say, for example, you get a client that no-shows today. So imagine Steph is naughty and just decides to no-show. Click on the booking and mark as a no-show, okay? Then you can click confirm. Now, if Steph has paid a deposit, you can then choose what to do with that deposit. So this deposit has been paid because you can see the pound sign in the top right-hand corner. Let's mark her as a no-show. And here I can choose exactly what to do with her deposit. So I can keep the deposit as a no-show fee. I can hold the deposit, so she might want to rebook, so I'll keep the deposit on the system so that when she rebooks, we can just pop it into that booking, or I can refund it. Well, because she's a lovely client and I love her, and she had an issue this morning, I'm going to refund the deposit. So I'm going to click refund and I'm going to click confirm, okay? You can choose exactly what to do with your deposits. It will then prompt you to ask them to rebook. If you click send rebook SMS, it will simply send the client a text message which says, your booking's been cancelled, please find a new one here. And that's how you send that out, okay? So, if you mark it as cancelled, it will look the same. It will just have a red cross in the corner. Let's have a look if we can do that here. So cancelled, yes, cancel. Again, same thing. I can either rebook them straight away or send them an SMS. So you can see cancelled, big red cross. Okay. So if you want to check out the booking, check out our other video, which is called Checkout and Cash Up. But essentially what you'll need to do is click on the button that says Checkout and Rebook. It's all fairly self-explanatory, okay? Don't forget though, my darlings, you have the bubble people here. They are here to look after you. So if you have any questions at all on any of this, ask them a message. That's what they're there for, okay? So if we wanted to delete the booking, oh, by the way, before I forget, if you mark a booking as cancelled or you mark it as no-showed, that slot will appear as open in online booking, which is very, very useful. If you get a cancellation for 2 o'clock, let's say, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning, if you mark that booking as cancelled and you've got your online booking on, you can get that slot filled, okay, which is very, very important. Even if they cancel and rebook, you've still got an empty slot. So we want to make sure that we can get somebody booking in that slot. What we can do now is obviously just show you how to delete a booking. So when you mark it as cancelled, it will remain in the calendar. But if you want to get it out, you simply click on the booking and click delete. Click delete. Done. Now let's say that you have a client coming in every single week for the same thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to 12 o'clock today, and I am going to book Catherine to come in for a cut and blow dry short hair every few weeks. So what I'm going to then do is I've started to make her booking, then I'm going to repeat it. So I click on the button that says repeat booking. She's going to come in every 4 weeks, let's say. Okay, save changes. Repeats every 4 weeks. Save booking, bish bash bosh, done. So Catherine is now in the system for a cut and blow dry short hair every 4 weeks. And if I go onto week view for Sophia, Sophia should have, there we are, Catherine Black, back in on the 14th of April. So if I want to see Catherine's booking, I can go on to either her client profile, click on the booking, view client profile. I can see her future bookings, all right? So if I scroll down in her profile, scheduled bookings, cut and blow dry short hair with Sophia, repeats every 4 weeks until 17th of March 2023. I can see all of her future bookings if I want to. If I click on show future bookings, it shows me all the repeat bookings listed underneath, okay? If I wanted to see Catherine's past bookings, I simply scroll down to booking history. That then tells me exactly what she's had before. So Thursday the 20th of February was the last time she came in, booked in salon, it was confirmed, it was 70 quid. So that is how to do a repeat booking. Again, you can repeat it every week, every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, every 4, I think all the way up to 8 weeks. If you want to delete a single repeat booking, let's say Catherine actually decides she doesn't want to come in today, you can click on the booking, click delete, click yes, and then it will ask you, do you want to repeat today's booking or all of her bookings? And let's say we're just going to delete today, and that will leave Catherine Black in every 4 weeks going forward, okay? Let's say we want to book some time off. So what we can do is either a whole day's time off, an hour, 15 minutes, whatever it is that you want to do. So let's go to tomorrow, for example, and let's say my beautician is off for the whole day. So if I click anywhere on the calendar in the beautician's column, I then have the option to book an appointment or book time off. So if I click book time off, I can choose all day. If her day off is Friday every week, I can repeat it every week, and I can repeat that forever. And I can then put in regular day off. Just as a note to myself, book time off, done. So that means my beautician is now booked out every single Friday. So if I go onto the week view and I look at her Fridays and skip forward by week, you'll see every Friday is now blocked out. If I wanted to book out a staff member for lunch every day, I can do so. So let's go to Laura's column at 1 o'clock and I click on there. I'm going to click book time off. I can choose, instead of it being all day, I can do it for an hour. I can do it for 45 minutes. So let's say I'm going to do it for half an hour, 1 to 1:30. She doesn't get very long to eat. I can repeat that every day. I can repeat it every week. I can repeat it every 2 weeks. I can repeat it forever if I want to, or she's only going to get a lunch break until the 30th of April. All right. So then I simply can type a note. I don't have to type a note if I don't want to, and just click book time off. So Laura is now booked out every day. If I go into Laura's column, Laura's week view, you can see lunch break every day, starting today, 1 till 1:30. Now, this works in the same way as a repeat booking. If I want to delete just one day's time off, I can do so. So let's say Thursday, 24th of March, she's not going to have a lunch break. I can click on the booking, as always, anything to do with the booking, click on the booking, and click delete. It will then ask me whether I want to delete today or I want to delete all of her time off bookings. If I want to delete all of her time off, all her lunch hours, she's never having a lunch hour ever again, I can do so. Or I can click delete today. And that will just remove today's. Client profile. So let's say that you want to find out some information on your client. You can either click on the booking and click on view client profile, et voila. Or you can use the handy clients button in the top right hand corner. Let's say you don't have a booking in the calendar for the client, but you want to find out some more information about them. Click on the button that says clients, and again, you can simply search for a client, let's say Steph Madgett, who's our lovely CEO, and that will bring up their client profile. At the top, you have client name, then you have their birthday and birth month. Very important to collect that data. As much data as possible is needed on all of your clients. The more data you have, the more money you make, essentially. So, birth date allows you to send a lovely birthday message, which everybody loves a birthday message. And then it gives you a warning that their patch test has expired. Very, very important, particularly if they are a colour client. Then underneath, you have their colour notes. They will display with the latest at the top if that's what you've put in first. If you need to change any of that, you simply click on Edit Notes, Birthdays and Tags. It will bring you up into the client's profile edit section. You can edit their name, you can edit their label. So let's say I want to mark Steph as a VIP and a loyal client because we love her. Or let's say she's naughty and I want to flag her as a flagged client, which can be anything you like, but that's usually when clients are a bit naughty. That means that when I make a booking for Steph Madgett, it will show me she's a VIP, she's friend and family, and she's loyal, or she's flagged if she's naughty. Here in your client, in the section underneath client name, that's where it says name seen by client on reminder message. So if her full name is Mrs. Steph Madgett, for example, but you know her as Steph, you can type Steph in that section, and that's what she will get on her text message reminder. It will just say, hi Steph, as opposed to, hello Mrs. Steph Madgett. Mobile number, always get that. You can put alternative numbers in there. Email address, very important to capture, so we should be doing that. Steph@getslip.com. And then you've got colour notes, okay? So if you want to update the colour notes, you can, okay, so let's say it's 17th of March, We had 5 volt, 20% dollop of Majorelle, something like that. You can update it like so. Client address there, birth date there, save changes, bosh, done. Okay. Underneath that, you've then got some stats on that client. So number of no-shows that client has had, number of cancellations that client has had. Thankfully, Steph has been very good and has turned up to all her appointments. Past bookings, 11, upcoming bookings, 1. Payment cards stored on file. If she has made an online booking and you've got online deposits or you've got no-show protection on, it will capture the client's card and it will tell you the last 4 digits, okay, just in case you ever need to double check it with them. Total deposit balance. So if they have paid a deposit for a booking but they've not turned up for the booking and you've transferred it to another date or you've just kept it on their file, that will stay on their account. It's a bit like having credit on your account. You can view and refund deposits or you can add credit on their account. Edit contact details gets you back into the same place we just were. Patch tests. So, very important. If they have not had a patch test, you need to make sure that you are updating their patch test information. If they are having a patch test today, let's say, for example, we're always in 2021. There we go. So, 17th of March 2022. Stylist was Sophia. No reaction. Okay, that will then save on her profile and it will then say patch test 17th of March 2022, so it's up to date. Consultation forms. If you are doing consultation forms, which is very useful if you've got like a very long allergy test form or you've got a beautician that needs to do a lot of has a lot of questions to ask on consultation forms, allergy test forms, etc., etc. Use our jot forms, ask our customer support team and they will send you all the guides on how to do it or speak to your business coach. But the form that they complete essentially goes in there, okay? SMS reminders. If, for whatever reason, client doesn't want a text message reminder, you can turn it off. But in all likelihood, they will want it, so keep that on. If a client decides that they want to opt out of marketing and they tell you that themselves, you can opt them out of marketing. When you send a marketing message to a client for the first time, anyway, we take care of the whole GDPR palaver. What that means is we send the client one additional message, which basically says, do you want to opt out? If they opt out via responding to that message, it will automatically opt them out in the client profile. So GDPR is taken care of from a marketing perspective, okay? Then you've got your upcoming bookings and your booking history. So let's see if we scroll down and see if we can find, whoops-a-daisy, see if we can find one that was checked out. No, that's not what I want to do. Okay, well, maybe she hasn't checked any bookings out. Okay, so in that case, let's go to Pia Jackson Blow Dry, view client profile. I would like to see how she paid, please. So I go to booking history. Here we go, checked out. So Wednesday the 16th of March, you can see at the top, checked out. It was booked in salon and it's been checked out. I can view the details and I can see that she bought a Kerastase shampoo and she paid via card in store. There was no tips, meanie, and she didn't use a voucher, okay? But I can, if I want to, I can email her a receipt, okay? Nice and easy. Now, you can see here also there's a little patch test booking. So if you have online booking on and you've got colour services on, the system will automatically ask the client to book a patch test, which will appear as a 15-minute appointment. You can move that appointment around if you want to, okay? You also, very importantly, have your notification section, which is in the top right-hand corner of your screen. This is a bit like your Facebook feed or your Instagram feed. It keeps you up to date with everything that's happening in your salon. So, for example, you can see first item, Pia Jackson booked online for full head tint, cut and blow dry, short hair. Marvellous. I can, if I want to, I can click view the appointment and I will go straight to the appointment. Et voila. And she's paid a deposit. Well done, Pia Jackson. Or if I want to, I can text the client. So I can click on the button that says text client, and let's say, I don't know, you're running late or whatever and they're coming in today, you can always text them and say we're running a bit late and send them a little message to keep them updated. Underneath, you've got somebody that's cancelled their booking online. Somebody has also paid a deposit. Somebody's declined a deposit. And then you've got people that are responding yes to their text message, which will sync to the booking. So this keeps you up to date at all times, and it tells you exactly what's going on in your salon in real time. So if somebody books online, it will appear in your activity feed immediately, so you know exactly what you're doing and where you are. I will show you very briefly how to do a retail sale or a sell a voucher. So, top right hand corner, there's a button that says retail sale, does what it says on the tin. If you want to sell a product, if you get a walk-in, okay, you can simply click on the button that says sell a product. You can search in your product, so you've got this lovely retail products box, and provided you know how to spell Pia Jackson, you can then add your product in and you can simply complete it, okay? Bish bash bosh, done. Check out our checkout and cash out video where I talk a bit more about how to do checkout and processing a bill and all that kind of thing, but that just shows you very briefly how that works. Let's say, for example, I want to sell a voucher. Again, you can do it from the main screen. Click retail sale, sell voucher. I can either use an auto-generated code or I can enter one in manually. So I'm going to do 987653 as my code. Value is 50 of Her Majesty's finest pounds, please. My voucher recipient, so the person that's going to have said voucher, is Steph, and it's purchased by yours truly. And I'm going to pay by card. Complete sale. Done. I can even send myself a receipt. So that's how to do a retail sale and how to do a walk-in product sale from the calendar itself. As ever, if you have any questions, please do chat to the customer support team via the bubble in the calendar. That is what they're there for. It's not robots behind there, it's real people. They are called the bubble people for a reason. If you have any questions, ask them everything under the sun. And please do check out the rest of our videos. We have 5 other topics to go over. If you want to refresh your memory on something specific or you want to learn from scratch, this is what we're here for.